Well, that's news to me. Brought to you. Hey guys, this is me, and this is going to be news to me. And this time I got some things I'm going to talk about. One is going to be Telltale Games. I'm going to go over Sony and Fallout 4 and Destiny, of course, and then last but not least, Nintendo and some other stuff and some thoughts and stuff. So I'm going to go over this really quick, only because I don't want it to, be as long or whatever. So Season 3, Telltale Games, The Walking Dead, is actually is actually supposed to be done later this year. Season 3 will take an unexpected steps. They're trying than the other previous seasons. They're actually trying to do cloud saves and import saves and stuff like that. So that's actually going to be a big part of Season 3. I would actually say try to look for something of the Telltale Season 3. Walking Dead probably be showcased at E3 and stuff is what I would guess. And, Lionhead, and this goes on to something else, people's giving crap to Microsoft for laying off Lionhead Studios. Well, Microsoft's not the only one laying off people. Sony has closed down Drive Club and Motor Storm developer Evolution Studios. The studio closure comes 1 year after 55 staffers were cut from the company. Sony said today it would try to relocate some of the employees. And basically that's sad because I know it's not easy getting a job, especially with all the stuff they go through. So the fact that had to happen, hopefully they do get a job somewhere else that they can be useful. But honestly, that stinks that happened. So Evolution Studios pretty much will be the one that's closing. All right, because I got papers and coming prepared, unlike Yerrick, who doesn't know crap about 4K. Fuck you, Yerrick. All right. So one of the things that I want to talk about is Fallout 4. Basically what happened in Europe is that there was free season pass orders made in a result of a pricing errors. Basically one Friday, I guess, in Europe, PlayStation Network had the Fallout 4 for free. It was a season pass. People got it, jumped on it, and when the day of the launch, because they got to jump on it, they got a free theme. They got to keep the theme. However, their season pass got revoked, and they actually have to turn around and buy it. So that was last Friday, and it only remained that way for a few minutes. It was obviously made as an error, so people pretty much had to turn around and rebuy that. Nothing's free in this world. Hashtag Bernie Sanders. All right. Now, I want to get near to the things here, is Destiny March 22nd, unlike Stone Fox Media. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not interested in Destiny. I like Destiny. So, the fact that that's one of the games I like. So, if I like it, I'm going to talk about it. So, Destiny's weekly reset for today, March 22nd, is Coder Oryx, Nightfall, Prison of Elders, changes detailed. Basically, you'll find all changes below. Basically, the Court of Oryx, Tier 3 bosses this week is Kogar. You need to shoot the eyes to take down the ogres, which in turn opens Kogar up for attacks. Prison of Elders, Cult of the Worm, Broken Legion, and King's Fall Raid Challenge. Now, here's my thoughts before I get into the Nintendo thing. There are some things I did not mention last time in the video that I did not go over, and it wasn't that it wasn't important, it's that I didn't want to be like the same as everybody else. And, people say that 1080p is a great thing and everything else, and it is for a gaming standpoint, but the fact of the matter is that Quantum Break, everybody's giving it crap for that because it's not 720p, that's going to be 720p. Okay, so here's my thing. Who gives a shit? If the gameplay is awesome, that's what matters. Okay? The gameplay is awesome, especially eye candy. I don't mind the eye candy, but let's be honest. If a game sucks and it looks great, all they're going to be talking about is how the game sucks. They're not going to say it's beautiful. So for those, and so anyways, and then my other one is I didn't want to seem like I was being a bashing on Sony before, but I hopefully hope to get a PS4 later on down the road. But right now, I just don't see it really feasible right now. They don't. This company is spreading themselves so widely and so thinly with the VR headset and everything else that it makes no sense. Like, how are they going to focus on games for the consumer when they can't even focus on games that are current gen? Like, they can't even focus on that. Like, they're going to spread themselves out unless they have other developers. I see this VR headset being a fad. Oh, it's going to sell. Well, that's great and fine, but you know what? You're going to produce games for that, yet people are still waiting for games on the PS4. Not everybody's, I just don't see how that's going to work. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Also, winding it up, here we go. Nintendo will be stopping the Wii U production end of 2016 report. Looks like that looks like that they will cease at the end of 2016. Basically, Nintendo has already stopped production on the select Wii U accessories, or it remains in stock at its shipping facilities and at a retail store. Once sold, will not be restocked. As with Wii, there are still the stock available for the Wii U, running up to the release of its Nintendo NX system. So it may be quite a while before the new one is hard to come by. Basically, also, some of these people are assuming that the NX is going to be revealed at E3 2016. Here's my thing on that. Nintendo past E3s have been more focused on Nintendo DS and their handheld devices, rightfully so. That's what's been selling more than it has actually their home consoles. So to think that Nintendo would leak out anything, I don't see them doing that. I see them possibly adding more stuff to Smash Brothers, probably announcing more of their Amiibo lineups. I see that being more feasible and stuff, and maybe a little bit more glimmer of Zelda. I don't see them doing releasing about the NX yet until they're ready. Possibly 2017 or the next thing after the thing. If they show it, that's awesome. I would like to see it. So, and all this information I got was at VG247.com, and that was the news on that. And again, that's news to me, brought to you. And if you like it, definitely rate, comment, subscribe. And I appreciate the comments on the last video. Really appreciate the people that took time to comment. It was awesome chatting with them. And thank you so much. And as always, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Let me know. And as always, break every chain.